I'm good.
Okay, we have all the people we need, okay? The rest of them is just auditing, so we don't wait for them. So today we are going to start chapter 4. That will be the last chapter for brief Python, okay? So our planning, let me talk about our planning first before we go into the topic today, okay? So first, okay, first that the first 4 week we are supposed to finish the brief Python, okay? So see this one, as you can see, is actually covering the data and the program structure, only these different basic part. And then the next few weeks, we are going to move on to the Python programming essential, the CS31 part, and maybe teaching some data science for you, okay? So this is the planning we have. And then in September, we'll start to teach you web design, HTML, JavaScript, okay, those kind of things. And in spring, a student taking AP, we may teach you the AP CSP, okay? And the student who doesn't take the AP CSP is okay. We will continue to teach you the web design, okay, in more detail. And Sarah, you can continue to take the web design and also the APCSP, okay? Then there's a lot of things you need to learn. Okay, anyway, these are the planning that we have, okay? Okay, let's go back to our screen. So today we are going to teach you the tuple list and the string, okay? And maybe also set and dictionary, okay? Because you guys are more advanced. So I'll go the overview for data collection. And each individual data collection, we may review it in the AP, in the CS31 part, okay? We may review it. Okay, so today we will be on the tuple list and set, okay? And this is called data collection. Okay, data collection. So data collection is not a single data, it's a multiple data. You put them together. Okay, you put them together. So as I talked about it before, the string, you start with quote and finish with quote. Single quote, double quote, triple quote, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's all for string. So a string is a collection of characters. Okay, string is a collection of characters. And today we teach you more data collection. First one is parenthesis. It's called tuple. Okay, this one is called tuple. And then next one is list. This is using brackets. And the next one is set. Set is using curly brace. Okay. And the next one may be dictionary. We may cover dictionary. So you may have a name, that's a string, colon, a string Eric. Okay, we'll talk about this later for the dictionary as well. Okay, so these are different type of the data collection in Python. So remember, it's separate. It actually is defined by its delimiter that actually may have double quote, may have parentheses, may have bracket, may have curly brace. These are actually defined by these different combinations. Okay, so it can be string, can be tuple, can be set, can be list. Okay, so these are different data collection, and we'll go through the data collection one by one. We finished the string before, so we will not repeat the string part. So today we are going to get started with the tuple. Okay, so let's get started with a new file. And let's save as the tuple 1, okay? So tuple 1, I go to my E drive. Actually here, Python 25, PyDev, brief Python chapter 4. Okay, so this one, let's call it tuple 1. Okay, tuple 1. So this file is tuple1.py. Okay. So tuple, you actually put some numbers in the parentheses. Okay, so you may have the tuple t equals 1 and 2. Okay, so this is a tuple. And you can consider them as a vector as well. So you may print the tuple of the 0. This one you will print 1. You may print tuples index 1, okay. And then this one is tuple print 2, okay. You may also print the tuple this. You will print the whole tuple, okay. So slicing is the same as the string. So far, okay?
Yeah.
The rule for slicing is the same as the string. So you must remember the slicing for the string part, okay? Okay, this is to create a tuple, okay? Next one, we want to input from, so input from keyboard. Sometimes you can say a point P equals eval input enter a point, the coordinate of a point. Okay, something like that, okay? And then you print your point right away. So this one, you save and run. It want to enter the coordinate for a point, so you enter 3 and 4. So 3, 4, 3 parentheses 3, 4, it is a string of such a format. Then the eval function will evaluate it into a point format. Is that okay? So eval will translate string into a tuple. Is that okay so far? Is that okay so far? Okay. So this one is the tuple 1. Okay, so tuple. So we have these tuple sets. These are different data collection, and we start with tuple. Tuple similar to list, but it's immutable. Immutable means that you cannot change the tuple. So you cannot make it longer, you cannot make it shorter as well. Okay. And tuple, okay, tuple can have no element, 1 element, 2 elements, 3 elements, okay, different elements. So let's see. Let me close some file that's not necessary, not needed for now. Sorry. Okay, let me bring up the idle. So you can have a tuple T here and you put parentheses. Then you actually print the type of T. So T is a tuple, okay, and the length of the T is 0 because you don't have data in there. So the smallest possible tuple The smallest possible tuple is no element. Okay. And then you can have a one element tuple, but you cannot do this. You cannot say 11 in there. This is wrong. Okay, because this one you print the type of tuple, it will be integer. It's not a tuple because the 11 got evaluated. The parentheses 11 got evaluated just like mathematical parentheses and put the 11 in there, so it become an integer 11. So if you want to have a tuple 11, you have to use parentheses 11 comma nothing parentheses. Then this one, it will be a single tuple. Is that okay? Single element tuple. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
So this one very important, okay? One element tuple you have to define as parentheses 11 comma, okay? So this one, let me post in there. That's the only one that has such a structure. 2 element, 3 element is fine. You do the typical tuple way of definition. Tuple equals 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then print type of tuple. It will be tuple. Okay. Now we say that the tuple is immutable, so you cannot do this. You cannot do tuple of 1 equals 10. That's not okay. You cannot change the content of the tuple. Okay. But I do want to change the content for the t. How can I do it? You can do this. You can do t equals a tuple of the 0. Okay, and then tuple of this one to 10, and then tuple of the 2. So you make a new tuple and assign back to t. Okay, and then you print your t. You become 1, 10, 3. So it's not really changing the content for the tuple. It actually you create a new tuple to replace the original tuple. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this is what we call the tuple is immutable. Immutable means that the data you cannot change it. Okay, it's somewhat a little bit similar to the string in Java. Okay, similar to that. It's immutable object. Harrison, are you okay with the immutable so far?
Yes.
Okay, so you need to use a replacement. Okay. So we have my tuple 11, 22, 33. Tuple of 0 is 11. Tuple of -1 is 33, is the last one. Tuple of 0, 1, that would be a tuple from 0 to 1, not including 1. So it's a single tuple, a single element tuple 11. Okay. Okay, so you use a bracket 11 that is a list. Okay. And then you put 11 as the number 11. And parenthesis 11 is the same as the number 11. Okay, so we need to remember this. Okay, so you have 11, 22, 33. Is my tuple. So my tuple increased by that. Actually, you can also read as append. So you append the 44 with my tuple. You create a 11, 22, 33, 44. You connect them together. Okay. So this one actually create a new tuple. Is it you're not really adding? Okay. So let's look at our tuple 1. So right here, let's assume that we have tuple is actually 1, 2. Let's have the s equals 3, 4. So we do u equals t plus s. Print your u. Okay. So this 2 actually is connecting the two tuple into a new one. Okay, if you use a plus sign. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that okay so far?
Yes.
And then next one, you have V equals T times 2. So plus sign is that you connect two tuple together. If you do times, let's also put the 3 and 4 in there, 3 and 4 in there. So times 2 means you duplicate the element 1, 2, 2 times. So it become 1, 2, 1, 2, 4 element. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so this tuple, I think probably up to here, we have enough tuple. Okay, today we have more data structure to introduce. So the rest of them, I think is okay, not too hard. Sorting. Okay, let's look at sorting. So sorting, you do a tuple dot sort. You cannot change the content. So a tuple don't have the sorting function. Okay. So dot sort list you can do dot sort because list is immutable. So you can do a list dot sort. But a tuple dot sort is not okay. Okay, let's try to do this. So let's see, that's here we do have a B tuple that's actually equals to 6, 5, 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. Okay, so this one is the like that. Okay, so B by itself you cannot do B dot sort. It's not okay. It's not okay. So what you should do is that let's actually create a C equals list or B. You convert a tuple to a list. Then you do C the sort. Then you will be sorting C. Then you print your C. Okay. Then you print your C. So let's run it. Okay, so that got sorted. And you may want it to go back to tuple. You can just use tuple to convert it back. Okay, let's do this. Let's actually cut this portion. So let's save. And then I'm going to create a new file. Let's save in the tuple 2. Okay. Okay, so this is tuple 2. And then we convert it to different format. Okay. Stephen, are you okay so far? I'm sorry, no Stephen. Actually, Titus, are you okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Let's have a string S equals A, B, C, D, E. We create a T equals tuple of S. Who in the tuple? So this one, let's call it tuple 2. So what I want to tell you is that this is a conversion of a string to a tuple, okay? String to a tuple. So you actually convert it string to the tuple. Now I want to convert the tuple back to string. So S2 equals, you still use join, okay? You join T and then print your S2. Okay, so far okay.
Yeah.
And then next one is the print-out format and the conversion of print-out format and the string. So let's do this. Let's do K equals eval. So a string of this format, I converted to K, and then we print K, print type of K. This one is convert a string using eval function into a tuple. Okay. So this we actually teach you the conversion of different data types. Okay. So you do have a tuple 1, 2. Okay. You can convert to a list using this function, convert back using tuple function. Okay. And then you may have string ABC. You convert to tuple A, B, C. Let me make it bigger. Let me make it bigger, okay? So A, B, and then C tuple. That is a tuple, okay? And come back, you use join to join this tuple T back, okay? So these are the data type conversion for tuple, list, and string, okay? Okay, we'll see this one later. I'll take a picture and post it, okay? Now let's look at the use of tuple. Now let's look at tuple 3, use of tuple. Okay. Now, I do have a tuple data. Let's see. Let's do have a tuple equals 3 and 4. Okay. Now I want to swap the data. Okay, swap the data. So I do use define actually swap. Okay. And then I put my tuple T in there. So I'll return this tuple of the 1 and the tuple of the 2 and of the 0. Okay. So let's do S equals swap of the T. Print S. Okay. This is tuple 3. So the data 3, 4 was swapped to 4, 3. Okay. This is the use of the tuple. Okay. Next one, let's try GCD. Okay. So GCD greatest common denominator. Okay. So teachers, what is the GCD?
Greatest common I think uh like something that two fractions, the denominator they share, like the greatest one.
Okay. What is the GCF?
Greatest common factor.
Yes. So what is GCF?
What?
What is GCF?
Uh it's like a number that can be factored into two numbers, like a number, biggest number that can be factored into two other numbers.
So let's assume that 32 and 48. What is the GCF?
16.
Yes, 16. Okay, good. Now how about the GCD of 32 and 48? It actually is also 16, but this one, most of the time you can change it. Okay, it's the same meaning. Is okay?
Yeah.
But actually it's cofactor, so it really means that 32 equals 16 by 2. 48 equals 16 by 3. Okay, this GCD actually means that 16 by 2 and 16 by 3, you cancel out this. That's the common denominator. That's something you can divide. Is okay? But in fact, these two terms, GCD or GCF, sometimes is interchangeable. Okay, don't feel bothered by the meaning. Okay, is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay. And I have a question for Harrison. I don't know whether you know or not, right? Uh, so Harrison, do you notice a GCF?
Yeah, I think I've learned it.
So let me ask you, if I give you 65 and 52, how can I find the GCD or GCF?
You do like you just like find like numbers like like so like GCF you like you see like they are both like
Some sheer common factor, right?
yeah.
So you do this 65 equals 5 times 13. 52 equals 4 times 13. So what is the GCF? The GCF is this one, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes we actually use the so-called there's one algorithm called Euclidean algorithm. Okay, what is Euclidean algorithm? It's like this. You have 65 and 52. So 65 divided by 52, you got 152. So here you have 13, and right here you have 4 and 13 and 52. So this one you got 0. So this one is your this one is actually your GCD. Is that okay? It's
Yeah.
called Euclidean algorithm. Any one of you learn this except for Sarah. I know Sarah, you know it because I teach you before. It's called Euclidean algorithm. Have any one of you learned this Euclid algorithm before? Titus, have you learned this?
No.
No, you need to pick up, okay?
Okay.
If no, you have to pick up. Same for Harrison, okay? So let's try this. Actually, let's try this. Let's try 192 and 12, okay? This one, let's do actually 144, okay? So 192 and 144, you want to find the GCD, you do 144, this one 8, this one 48. So right here, 144, okay? So this one you do 2, 3. 3, you'll be 38. That would be, actually this one is already 144. So the GCD is this one, okay? Does that make sense? So this one is called Euclidean algorithm, okay? So let me see, I'll find a web page for you if you don't understand. The proven of it is too long, so if you want to learn this, I will save it until we teach AP ComSci A before we teach you the detail of the proving of the algorithm. So here you can look at Euclid algorithm. Okay, Euclid is the person who actually measure the water and the displacement. Okay, I don't know whether you know or not. It's the same person. Okay, here in what? In Khan Academy, they do have the Euclidean algorithm. Okay, you can watch the video and practice the code here. Okay, the math here. If you don't know about it, you can practice it here. Okay. And today we are using the GCD to for it. Okay. So what will happen is if n equals 0, we will return m. Okay. Otherwise, you will do return, okay, GCD of the n and the m multiplied by n. So you have a tuple mn coming in, a tuple nm going there, okay? So that's the use of tuple. So we will print GCD of the 65 and 52. Oh, I'm missing this parenthesis, sorry. So we found 13 as the GCD. Hi, Sarah, is that okay so far?
Yeah.
So this algorithm actually much easier in Python. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the tuple. Okay. I don't want to go any deeper for tuple. Okay. We are good so far. So there's tons of theory about the tuple, the length, the for loop. Okay. There are some maximum minimum function sum you can do. Okay. Solid tuple. Okay. This is okay. Next one, let's look at the list now. So list is actually mutable. Okay, it's similar to tuple, but it's mutable. You can make it longer, make it shorter. Okay. You can do a lot of things on a list. Okay, so let's start it with the list number 1. Okay, so let's create a new file. And then create something called list number 1.py. Okay, so you have list A equals to 35142. Okay, so you can print A2. Okay, this one is do indexing. It's the same as tuple or string. Okay, you can do print A -1, nothing -1. This one is the reverse of the A. Okay. Sorry. So this one we call it list number 1. And let's run it. Okay. So slicing the same. Any questions so far? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not jump by 2. I just jump by 1. -1. Okay. Any questions so far? Sorry. Any questions so far?
No.
So remember to study this Euclidean algorithm. Okay. You have to pick up. That's a math. Let me post the tuple parse program to you so you can take a look if you have time. So let's have the tuple 1 to tuple 3 posted. So that's the list number 1. We try to create it, and then using the slicing part is the same. Okay, so you can find the individual data or try to use the slicing for it. Okay. So now this one is the simple indexing. Second part, let's do this. Operations. So first operation I'm going to talk about is you can do a.append of 6. This one will put 6 at the end of the list. So let's print A. Okay, so it actually has 351426. So you put at the end, okay? And then you can also delete from the end. So it's a.pop. Nothing. So this one pop out 6 from the tail. Let's print A again. So this is append and pop. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, so this is operation. So list is mutable. Tuple is not mutable. So tuple you cannot do this. Okay, list you can do this kind of thing on it. So next one we do a dot insert. Okay, 2 with 100. This one let's do this. Okay, so we do have 35142 5 element. 5 element you have 6 insertion point. So insertion point 0, insertion point 1, insertion point 2, insertion point 3, insertion point 4 and insertion point 5. Your index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the insertion location is the location in front of your index. Is okay so far?
Yeah.
5 element has 5 index, but 6 insertion point. So this one apparently is insert 100 before 1, before the data 1, okay? After that, let's print A. Okay, remember this, okay? This is very important. The insertion location, okay? I only teach you once. Later, you have to remember them, okay? Editor, are you okay so far?
Yeah.
So let's run it. So you insert a 100 before the 1. Now I want to take it out, okay? I want to take it out, so I a the pop. You also use pop at the index location 2, okay? So pop without number, you will pop at the end, okay? Pop with 2, you will pop out. Okay? So we kind of heal the 100 again, okay? Okay, so that 100 got take out by using pop. Yes?
Dr. Ch, I have a question.
Yeah?
How come after uh you use the appends it flips? Oh wait, no, never mind.
It put the data at the end,
Oh yeah.
okay?
Okay.
6 is data, 6 is not index. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So append is append to the end. Pop is pop at the end. Okay. Insert is insert at a certain location. Pop index is actually pop at the last index. Now next one, I may want to remove 3. This one is not remove at index 3. This one is actually remove the element 3. Okay, so let's print it. Okay, so the first 3 got removed. Okay, so remove is remove element. Pop is pop index. Is that okay? You must remember this. Sarah, is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Pop is pop index. Remove is remove the element contents. Okay, remember this. So these are basic operation of a list. We do reversion, we do push, pop. You can also push, okay? Let's actually do push. So A the push 3, okay. Then print A. This one is pushing the data 3 at the end, okay? At the end of your, oh no, there's no such a function as push. I'm sorry. So this is not okay. Sorry. This is not JavaScript anyway. Okay, up to here. Okay, up to here. Next one, you have a sorting algorithm. So you can do, let's do this. Okay, I want to put the 3 back to the head. So I do A dot insert 0 with 3. Okay, and then print A. After that, I want to do sorting on A. So I do A dot sort. and then print A. Okay. Okay, so A got sorted. And this is sorting. Remember that the tuple doesn't have it. Okay, tuple also doesn't have it. Okay, let's see this one. Okay. So we teach you append count. We're counting the how many times the data happen. Okay. Index is the finding the location of the index of the data. This we don't teach you right here. Okay. Okay, the range function will create a range object, and the range object actually is a tuple. So you need to, okay, so range function, we talked about it before. Plus sign, okay, next one, plus sign. Plus sign is the same as the tuple, so you may have a B list equals 10, 20, 30. And then you do C equals A plus B. These are two lists connecting together. Okay, connecting together. Any questions so far?
No.
No, we are going to go to list number 2, okay? List number 2, we are going to create something called comprehension list. What is comprehension list? We do have the alphabet. Equal a list of character for, CHR of X for X in range 65 to 91. So this one is called a comprehensive list. It's creating a list by formula. What formula? Your formula is this one for X in range list. So X is a number from 65 to 91, but not including 91. So effectively, it will be 65, 66, 67 until 90. So each one of such a number, I convert it to a character, and this become a list, okay? And then I say alpha equals join alphabet. And then I print alpha. So alpha is a string joining the alphabet list. So this is the way we create a list, a data of a string of A to Z. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
This is called comprehension list. Okay, it's very powerful and very commonly used. Let's look at the list number 3. So Harrison, do you know what is quadratic function?
What is what?
Quadratic function.
No.
Do you know y equals x squared?
All right. Yeah. I
Do you
remember
know
now.
a y function equals f of x squared?
I learned it, but I kind of forgot like some part of it.
So you have 0, you'll be 0. You have 1, you'll be 1. You have 2, you should be 4. You have 3, y should be 9. Is okay?
Yeah.
So this is relationship of a quadratic function. Titus, are you okay so far?
Yeah.
How about Sarah? Are you okay?
Yes.
Now I have a question. I want to create a mathematical diagram that comes from -1 to 1, and the curve is y equal x squared. How can I create such a diagram? Okay. Now the first step, I'm going to create x equals some t value from actually for t in range -100 to 101, jumping by 1. Okay, so what will be this t value? What will be this x list? This one for Sarah.
Like from -100 to like 101, but without like 101.
So you should actually in more detail. So -100, then -99, right?
Yeah.
So every time you increase by 1, so you go up to 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up to 99, 100. Okay. So you want to include the 100, you have to put the 101. But this one is -100 to 101, 100, not 1 -1 to 1. So what should I do to make the number coming from -1 to 1? Sarah.
I'm not sure what you mean. Like,
I want to plot a chart from -1 to 1 for y equals x squared. And I create a t that's coming from -100 to 100. So right here, you divide it by 100.0. Is okay?
yeah.
Then you print your x. X will be a series of the number. Okay. Every single data is called a t. Every single data is called a t. Okay. So this is -1, -9.99, -0.98. Okay. Something like that. Now I want to get y. Okay. So Titus, how can I create a y that's actually corresponding all the t value in x?
I'm not sure.
It's t star star 2 for all the t in x. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Harrison, are you okay to understand or no?
Yeah, probably.
So this one we do print y. It should be the square for all of those data. For all of those x. Now we don't plot it as well. That's actually don't do this. Now I'm going to import. I'm going to do from Python lab, PyLab import start. Okay, I'm going to do figure show. Figure is create a figure. Show is the plotting it. So in the middle, I do plot. my X and Y, two sequence, and I kind of run it. And then this chart is what I want. Is that okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is the y equal s squared chart I want to have. So this is the first part, first ever data science I teach you. And that's the purpose that you want to use Python very often for the purpose of data science. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's combining the knowledge of the list, comprehension list, and making plot, okay? But you must be good at creating such comprehension list, okay? First one, you get every TT is from -100 to 100, but I divide it by 100, so that will get you every single point that increased by 0.02, 0.01, okay, by 100s, by 100s. Second one, you get all of the X, and then you kind of making square for it. That would be a sequence of T squared. Now let's try another one, okay? So let me, this one is list number 3, okay? So let me create another one, save as this one called list number 4. And I'm going to get list number 4. Okay. So X, let me remain the same, okay? X, let me remain the same. But how about Y? Okay. X remain the same. So let me define a function called define function. This function is coming with some X value. Okay. And then the data is, let's actually have the X and also have the A and B and the C. Okay. So you will return A times X squared plus B times Y prime X plus C. So what it is, this one actually create a Y equals AX squared plus BX plus C. Is a quadratic function. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
So this one, I put a function of the t with the value of 1 minus 2, actually 1, 2, 1. Let's see, no, okay. 1 to 1 is X squared plus X plus 2X plus 1, okay. The center part, the symmetric line is at the -1. So it would be something like this. Is that okay so far? This is the curve of the A equals X squared plus 2X plus 1. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you can kind of modify the function for any mathematical function now. Okay? Sarah, is that okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So in a way, you learn math, you can draw any diagram and you can do a lot of calculation and draw it using Python freely. And that's why we spend so much time on Python basic data and list. Okay? Because we eventually would like to handle the data. Harrison, are you okay so far?
Yeah.
Any
Can I-
question?
Yeah. Can we have a break? I need to go use the restroom.
Okay, that has a 5 minute break. Come back on 9:05. Okay. Okay, any questions so far? Hello?
No.
So Sarah,
No.
Java and C++ is used to do competition, okay? To learn data structure, to learn backend data structure or programming for larger system programming. Python is for this kind of data science, is okay? And the website design and showing data, is okay?
Yeah.
So you kind of need both. And the hackathon, you depend on the Python a lot, okay? So that's why I recommend you after Python, you still need to pick up the IBM data science certificate and then machine learning, those kind of things in order to win in the tech hackathon. Okay, anyway, that's actually something outside. So far we learn up to list. Okay, so let's see. Let's go through it, okay? The slicing we teach you already, and then split, let me see. Okay, split will split a string into some data patterns, okay? So let's look at list number 5. So let's assume that we have a string s equals 1 space 2 3 space 4 space 5, okay? Then I say this data equals s does split, okay? Using space to split it, then print data, okay? This actually is what this split really means, okay? It was separated by the space. The data is separated by space. Okay? This will be very useful when we go to data science with the split function, okay? So we are not going to teach you more for the split, but remember this one is split a line over there, okay? Okay, that's a split, and it's okay. This one set. We are going to cover set, okay? So set and the list, what's the difference, okay? So let's see. So let's have a data A that's actually 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. So this one list can have duplicate. So I do have a B equals set converted from A, then remove the duplicate. So print B. So a set is a collection of data that don't have duplication. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So you get 1, 2, 3 only. If you have duplication, that will be gone. So this set is very can go back very fast. Okay, and then And then you can do C equals list of the B. Okay. And then you will see that append a 1. So you put one more 1 back and you print your C. So that another 1 being put in, but this is a list. This is no longer a set. A set is like that, okay? Okay, then we may have a D equals 3, 4, 5. Okay, set you use the curly brace to create. Okay, and list you use to break it. But you can use convert a list to a set. Okay, you can also convert a tuple to a set. Okay, and then you print the type of D. Okay. Okay. So this is a set. Now let's look at set number 2. Okay, this is set number 2. We will look at the basic operations. Okay. So let's have the A set equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. B set equals 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Now, union. A and B's union is A or B. This is called union. And intersection is A and B. So intersection is the elements that in the both set. Union is the data that is only in one set. Is that okay? Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
Harrison, are you okay?
Yeah.
Have you learned set before?
Well, I learned it in like a math circle.
Okay. How about Titus? Have you learned this before? Set.
I haven't learned it, but it seems pretty all right to understand.
So A set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 3, 5. The odd number is here. 2 and 4 is right here. B set you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So the union is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. The intersection is 2, 4. Is that okay? This is called Venn diagram. So for the set, you need to use a Venn diagram to understand, okay? And for Titus, I would suggest you to learn the set. You have to learn the set. Set is not covered in high school math, but it's a necessary knowledge you need to pick up, especially if you want to study computer science.
Okay.
Is that okay? So I'll give you guys an extra reading assignment, okay? So that's also called Khan Academy set theory. So let's go to unit, unit 7. Unit 7 of the probability. Let's see. Okay, so you need the basic set operation. So you need to finish this section, okay? This one's extra reading for content. So you have two you need to finish. One is the set theory, the other one is the GCD, okay? For all of you, everyone need to look at it, okay? Is okay?
Okay.
These are some math your high school don't cover. They won't teach you, okay? But for college, you need it anyway. Okay, so these are the union intersection. We may have deep number 1. That's A minus B. A minus B is the data in A set, but not in B set. And we also have the diff number 2. That's in B, but not in A. So let's print the diff 1, print the diff 2, okay? Okay, so these are the typical operation for sets, okay? Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
No.
So here has a table of other set operation. Another important one is checking an element in S or not, okay? These two are important. And checking the subset. So you can call the function by using the union intersection for it, but I don't like it. I like to use this kind of mathematical operations. It's okay? So
Yeah.
in a way, you need to remember all the operation in this table or sets. Okay? You need to remember them. Any questions so far?
No.
No? No, let's continue. We are almost done with this chapter. So I think, okay, we already explained it, these different basic operations for set. Okay, so since we are done with the set, you need to know about this Python and the JavaScript difference of the data structure. JavaScript object notation called JSON. Okay, JSON is JavaScript object notation. Okay. So JavaScript object is similar to Python. So you learn this different type. Okay. Number is similar. Okay. True and false is similar. Okay. String similar. Array is similar to list. Next one, we are going to teach you the dictionary. Dictionary is not invisible in Python, but I'm happy to teach you the dictionary. Okay, so what is dictionary? A dictionary is a pair of data, one called key, one called value. Okay. So dictionary is a is a collection of key value pairs. Okay. Okay, so we may have a dictionary D equals okay, so this is one dictionary. It comes with a key of name, and then come with the age of 15, and come with GPA of 3.4. So this one is basically you have the key column value, key column value, key column value. Any questions so far? This is called dictionary. So dictionary is sometimes also called mapping or map. It is have a pair of the key, that's name, value Eric, key called age, value equals 15, key GPA, that's 3.4. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
So number one rule, key must be a string. Okay. Value can be anything, including the list, a tuple, anything, that's fine. Okay. So we do print this name. Okay. You will got Eric, okay? But this value, you can also be changed. So you say this name equals Tom Cruise. Okay, and then you assign Tom Cruise to the name, then we do print P. I'm sorry, it's a D, okay. Is that okay so far? So we update the name, the data value of the name field. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So this one is similar to an object, okay? Is similar to an object, okay? So sometimes we will create, okay, this is so far, okay, you can put something in there. So let's look at another one. This one, let's call it dictionary 2. Okay, so we can define a function, actually create student. Okay, so name, age, and then GPA. Okay, so you will return, okay, a dictionary of name, age, okay, and then GPA of GPA. Okay, So you put 3 data there, you are going to create such a dictionary. So let's do student 1 equals create student Eric 15 3.4. Student 2 equals create student Tom Cruise 24.0. So you can print your student 1 and print your student 2. Okay. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
No.
No.
Oh,
Okay. And let's try another one. This one is more advanced. It's called definition of student. Let's use a student. We use KWARGS. KWARGS. Double star. And I do return KWARGS. This one I teach you grouping before. So this one is grouping parameters into dictionary. Okay. What does this really mean? This really means I can have a student 3 equals student. Okay. Name equals John. Okay. Age equals 18. Okay. GPA equals 3.8. And I put in my student 3. So this is a convenient way of grouping the data into an object notation, into a dictionary notation. Is that okay so far? This is more advanced. So in a way, this dictionary is very efficient if you try to store the data structure of the key value pair. And key value pair is used when you have a structure like in C language, right? Sarah, this afternoon we teach you the C structure, right?
Yeah.
So you do have a integer x, y, so you can assign x some value, y some value, and that's in structure. So this dictionary is similar. Is okay?
Yeah.
So in a way, you can also consider dictionary is one type of object, okay, in Python language. It's a simple way of object in Python, mini object, I would say, okay. For student, you haven't learned the APCSA before, it's okay. You just remember this, you can create a dictionary using double star. Double star is grouping the parameter into a dictionary. Single star is grouping the parameter into a list. Okay, we teach you before. Any questions so far?
no.
So right here, we teach you dictionary and also teach you how to create dictionary. Okay. So today we actually go through the basic part of the data collection for set, for tuple, for list, and also for dictionary. Okay. And each individual one can be one more chapter. So we may not stop here. We will actually cover the dictionary, everything again. Okay, we'll cover everything again when we go into detail. But today's is only give you the brief Python. We finished the whole brief Python course now. So next week we are going to start more advanced Python. Okay, is that okay? And meanwhile, if you haven't finished the so-called solo learn, you have to finish. I believe that everyone's finished in this class, finished already. So I will need you to work on the coding bed. Okay. So Titus, last time I worked with you for the coding bed, right?
Yeah.
And then I haven't started with Harrison and Sarah yet. So Sarah, you finished your solo learn already, right?
Yeah.
So Monday I'll start with you for the coding bed. And Harrison, that's Thursday you are missing, but it's okay. We will also need you on Thursday, 8 p.m. That would be Taiwan time, Friday, 11 a.m. Is okay?
Okay.
I'll actually work on you for the coding bed. And this dictionary and everything, we will continue for the next few chapters to review each individual one in more depth. For example, for the list, we may need to open the file. We may need to open the file and then counting the number of words or characters. Okay. And then look at the frequency chart. Okay. So we will do more careful data analysis and data science. Okay. In the coming weeks. And so the next week we will start with the so-called data science using the what's that? Using the Excel, okay? Using the Excel. And then we'll teach you each individual data collection one more time. And then add the data science part into it, okay? So that's it for today. Any question?
No.
No, see you on Monday, Thursday, and next week, okay? See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.